use on LinkedIn to really kind of like hyper target the buyers and the people who spend money.
Two ways that you can use that list. You can do the standard cold outreach.
This is my kind of process for reverse engineering the buyers in any industry.
You'll get 25 extra credits on top of whatever promos we're already running.
Same ads, same offer, same messaging will suddenly work better if you're talking to the right person.
You get Frankie's 25 on top. So definitely go through that link.
All right, what is up, you beautiful, attractive motherfuckers? I brought the man himself back, Mr. Coldlytics, Dr. Matthew McQuinn, medicine woman here. I don't know if he gets that reference. He's probably not old enough to get that reference, but some of you old farts will get it. And I want to show you guys something really cool today. We put together something that you guys can use on LinkedIn to really kind of like hyper target the buyers and the people who spend money. And this is one of those things we were actually kind of talking about beforehand. Actually, firstly, let me give you the old grand welcome. Say hello to our folks. Thanks for being here, brother.
Cool. Yeah, appreciate you doing this. I'm excited to share the strategy.
So what I wanted to say is I used to use this as my #1 Facebook targeting thing. And in the last couple of years, we've seen a lot of the Facebook targeting options disappear. But I used to always target different gurus and experts in the space. And there's a simple reason for that is like a lot of their followers are buyers of things, right? Because they're purchasing courses and masterminds and things like that from them. And they're in the process of up leveling, which is why they're following the kind of thought leaders in the space. And you figured out a cool way to use Coldlytics and hack this on LinkedIn. So I wonder if we could flip over to your screen share and just kind of walk folks through this.
100%. Before I distract with the visual, there's two ways you can use this data. I mean, ultimately, what we're doing here is creating a prospect list based on followers of somebody who's significant, usually a thought leader of some kind or a founder of some sort in the industry that matters to your customers. And there's two ways that you can use that list. You can do the standard cold outreach to it, but what a lot of people overlook is you guys may very well just be awesome at running Facebook ads, and you can turn this into a lookalike audience in Facebook. So although, like you're saying, Facebook used to give you that ability to target based on creators and their followers, you can kind of reverse engineer that strategy by doing the lookalike audience for this. So without further ado, I'll share my screen and we'll get into the nitty gritty. It says my network is unstable. Is it coming through okay?
Yeah, it's just taking a second, a little slow, but
okay. I'm just going to turn off my camera while we do the screen share just for bandwidth's sake.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. So you see my screen, correct?
This is the hardest part about working online, by the way, is when the tech doesn't do what the tech is supposed to do.
Amen. Okay. So we're in my LinkedIn. What you're going to do is you're going to go to your own LinkedIn account, sign in, and then click on My Network at the top. Then you're going to go to Connections on the left-hand side. So click Connections. It's going to show you your connection network. Click on Search with Filters right here. And somebody on the team over at VaynerMedia actually showed me this, which is why I'm sharing it with you guys, because it's super cool and we can build lists for people doing this. So here we go. We are now looking at followers of my account. We want to change that. We'll go show results here. So this is just going to be a random list of people I'm connected with at the moment, but what we're going to do is transform this by clicking on all filters and go followers of, add a creator. So we'll search for the account. Let's do Russell Brunson for this example.
And just so you guys know, like we were kind of talking a little bit off air, but like if you're targeting Russell Brunson, like a huge number of his followers are going to be like ClickFunnels buyers, right? And there's lots of ways to twist this. What I would suggest for you guys to do this is figure out who puts on the conference in your industry, like the big annual conference, and like hack all their followers, because like there's going to be a huge number of buyers that are actually actively spending serious amounts of money on marketing in your space. It's almost like a cheat code. But we'll use the example for Russell Brunson just to kind of show you guys the process. But I think there's lots of ways for you guys to twist this.
Absolutely. Yeah. So as you can see here, it's showing us 57,000 results. What's cool is if you go to Russell Brunson's profile, You can't see how many followers he has. It doesn't tell you that. There's no button to click to see the followers, but you can navigate to it this way. There is another kind of weird roundabout way to get to it through his profile as well, but it's more convoluted than just following these steps. So, and what's nice is you can do a few of these at once. You can just come in here, change it up, just go add creator and search for another one. And something you can do inside of Coldlytics is give us multiple links and say, hey, must be following both of these people. If you want to get a really targeted list, say, must be following Russell Brunson and I don't know,
like Sean Clark of Go High Level or something like that. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. So that's how this works. So to actually get this turned into a list, we will go to coldlytics.com. Let it load. There we go. And I'll show you guys where to put this. I won't do a whole demo of the product. If you guys want to see that, there's videos for that, or we can do a demo for you. But it's just inside the new task button. Click on custom here, and then paste this as a LinkedIn search right here. So LinkedIn searches, the link to that search. Let's go to LinkedIn. So this is a public search result. You can see in the link, it's search results /people/follower of, and then it has a token here. So this is a public link. Anybody can view this. So we'll be able to view this link as well. You paste this link in here, click the plus symbol, hit next. If you want specifically decision makers out of that following, you can click on one of these seniority levels. Otherwise, you can put anyone down here if you just want anybody from any job title, as long as they're a follower. Sorry, I got to submit that. There we go. Then what you can do is come down here, go to deliver, choose the data points you want. So you've got all the standard, basic contact info, and then there's 19 other data points here for you to pick from, including like if that prospect has pixels installed on their website, so if they're set up for advertising, etc. Like this is really good information for you guys to know as agencies, including things like their page speed too. Like how powerful is it to realize that 30-50% of that list has a slow website, and you can just mention that as part of your campaign. Stuff like that's all in here and doesn't cost you anything extra to add that. Just click next. If you want to do multiple links, so you want us to follow or check to see if they follow Gary Vee and Russell Brunson, then just put that in here. Say, please confirm that they follow both links, and we'll do that. And you'll come down here, give it a name, tell us how many leads you want, and click that launch button. Simple as that. We'll get you the list. We'll do the manual research, figure out what those contacts are for you guys. So that's how this works. Take it, put it in Facebook, put it in your campaigns, run with this.
Yeah, and I'm going to give you guys a couple of cheat codes on that. Let me show you guys something here that this is my kind of process for reverse engineering the buyers in any industry. I call this my shoe store targeting, and I've kind of kept this as like a secret cheat code. But now that we got the medicine woman himself, we are going to and essentially what this is a lot of what I observed in real life, just going to a lot of conferences and speaking, is like there's categories of things that people buy at conferences, and one of those are expertise. So coaches, course creators, consultants. There's people who put on masterminds. There's people who put out content in your industry, podcasts, magazine, authors, YouTube channels, community leaders. They have Facebook groups, they have LinkedIn communities, there's industry associations, there are software and tool providers, events, conferences, and workshops, and then other providers. So what I would suggest for you guys as low-hanging fruit, if you want to find the most like hyper-targeted buyers in your space, identify and this is just a Google search, like just figure out who puts on the conference. Chances are they're on LinkedIn in your industry, and cross-reference that with like an industry association or one of these other data points, like the top mastermind in your industry. Again, that's just a Google search. And then if you say following both of those people, you'll end up usually with a list of 1,000 people that like spend, I cannot illustrate this point enough, spend all the fucking money in your space, right? Like these, like 80-20 says, like there's like there's 1% who's spending more than the other 99 combined Often, I'll see this in
Yeah.
legal where there's one lawyer who spends $1 million a month on TV, and then there's 100 lawyers who spend nothing on it. You can identify the one person who's spending all the money. And then as Matt said, I think the actual best use of this is not like cold pitching people, but actually upload it as a custom audience to Facebook and start showing ads to those people, knowing that those are all the people who spend all the money. You'll be amazed. Sometimes just this little switch, because if you get it wrong, like I compare it to, imagine you go to the Jewish vegetarian conference and you got pork sausages for sale. Like there is nothing you're going to say or do that's going to make any sales. Like, I don't care what your offer is. I don't care what your messaging is. I don't care how good your script is, all that. Like, nothing's going to happen. But you guys do this, you can like really kind of hack that process. I know Matt's got to go, so I won't keep you guys, or I won't keep them super long, but we just want to show you this super hot tip because this is taking back like, hyper like buyer audiences and like really narrowing it down so you don't have to spend a lot of money, but you can get in front of the people who spend all the money. You'd be amazed. Same ads, same offer, same messaging will suddenly work better if you're talking to the right person. Like, you take the same sausage offer and you go to a football game in Alabama, you're going to sell a lot of it. But if you go to the Jewish vegetarian conference, you're paddling up Schitt's Creek and there's nothing you're going to do. So like, that's how important getting this audience is. I think it's 60% of the equation personally. And, Matt just gave you basically a cheat code to be able to reverse engineer any of the sort of layered buyers that you want to get to. So won't keep you, my man, but just, we'll put a link below for folks that are interested in, if you guys are not already with Coldlytics. I believe if you get it through my link, you get something extra, if I'm not mistaken, something cool.
Yeah. When you subscribe through Frankie's link, do that, because then you'll get 25 extra credits on top of whatever promos we're already running. So, and if you're a first-time subscriber, there's already an active promotion in your account, plus you get Frankie's 25 on top. So definitely go through that link.
There you guys go. Cool, man. We appreciate you. Thanks for coming on and doing this again, brother.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Frank.
Sharing those evil Vander Media Gary V shortcuts. Love it. Guys, if you like this video, you're also going to want to grab some free bonuses, which you can get at our website, Beyond Agency Profits. To make it easy for you, I've put the links to it in the description of this video, as well as pinned in the top comment. And we've got a couple of awesome things. This is what you'll get after you sign up. You get some of our best training, how we're closing clients over Loom videos, how we sometimes sign clients that is not a misprint for under $5 US, how to demonstrate your value in like amazing ways, trainings, how to have your clients write the best copy of your life, how we're closing without phone calls, campaigns that we've generated for clients that have done over $100,000, as well as scripts you can use to get conversations going with clients in under 10 minutes. All you got to simply do is go there, enter your name and email address, and then this is what you'll see on the other side. So if that's interesting to you, make sure to click the links below, and I will see you on the other side.